So this right here is the all-new Pakt Travel Backpack version 2. This is the 35-liter version. There is another size higher up, 45 liters, I think. And full disclosure, they did send me this backpack to review. However, everything I'm going to be telling you about is going to be based on my honest opinion. Now, in terms of the fabric, they are using a premium 500D recycled nylon, and it feels really good and nice and soft to the touch. It kind of reminds me of a kind of like a soft canvas, so I really do like that. Now, let's kind of go around the bag, do a little quick 360 before we kind of dive into all of the pockets and all of the features. So right on this one side right here, they do have a stretchy elastic water bottle. Now, this is going to fit a standard water bottle, but not one of those larger 32-ounce big Nalgene bottles. It won't accommodate that. It does have this kind of elastic loop thing here, which you can stretch over the top of the neck of your water bottle to kind of really cinch it and keep it into place. Moving along, let's go to the opposite side. So on the opposite side, there are two grab handles, which I'll show you a little bit later, but you can essentially grab it and hold it like a briefcase style, or you can use it to kind of open it up because it's kind of like a clamshell opening. At the top of the backpack, there is another grab handle, and I really do like the grab handles because they're wide and they're soft and they're cushy, just overall very comfortable. The other cool thing about this one is it actually has a secondary little loop right here, and this is great because if you're in a bathroom or if there's a wall hook, you can really just kind of hook that onto that without it kind of like, bending the backpack. On the bottom of the backpack, there is another grab handle, and also there is this kind of a small little loop right here that you can hook your a bike light or a reflector or something like that to. So now let's talk about the back of the bag. So there are two load lifters on either side, and that's great because it's going to bring the weight of the backpack closer to your body. Now the straps, they are wide and cushy, which is nice. However, one thing to note is that the material that they use is a little bit coarse and rough. So I feel like if you're going to be wearing a tank top or if you're going to be shirtless wearing this, I feel like it's gonna rub and chafe on the skin and maybe cause a few discomfort, or it's gonna be not as comfortable. So I feel like if they were to improve this for a version 3 later on, to maybe adjust the material of it to something a little bit more softer and easy on the skin. But if you're wearing a t-shirt or anything like that, that's not a big problem. Now moving along, there is a nice horizontal strap right here on either side, and so that's going to be great if you had a pouch or radio or walkie-talkie, or even hang your sunglasses off of. I really like it when backpacks have a nice horizontal strip across your shoulder straps. Now it does have a adjustable and removable sternum strap, which is nice to have. Now looking into the back panel, it is soft and cushy, and it provides enough support over your entire back, so no real complaints there. The other thing is that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 latch points. There's actually hidden accessory straps right in here, which I'll just kind of dig out and show you. And and then there's an accessory loop right here, so you can move the strap and hook it onto there. So in case you had, if you want to do some external carry and carry around some other awkward things that won't fit into the bag and you want to carry externally, you totally can. I really like that they have given you that option. Now, in terms of the comfort level, it's not like super duper comfortable. It's fairly comfortable and it will do the job. But I felt like when I had this bag packed out and I was traveling around over a long period of time, especially with the weight that's inside the backpack, but just because it is a larger bag, you're going to be carrying more things, you will feel it over time. And yes, it does have a luggage pass-through. So right there, you can grab it from the top, slip it through your luggage handles, and then then you can have a hands-free, or not hands-free, but yeah, you don't have to carry the bag on your shoulder, but you can wheel it around. So if you wanted a waist belt, it is removable, which is great. And there is also this magnetic flap at the bottom, which reveals this secret pocket. It's this TSA travel-friendly pocket right here. So it's a mesh and it's zippered, so you can throw in your keys, your wallet, or your cell phone when you're going through airport security. Throw it in there so you don't leave it into the tray or leave things exposed. And that way you can zip it up. And the whole point about this orange strip right here is just to remind you that your stuff is in there. One other note about the straps is you can unclip it from the bottom right here, and you can stow it in through the top right here, and you can tuck away the straps in case you wanted to carry it more like a briefcase or duffel bag style. Now let's dive into all of the pockets and the compartments. All of the zippers are YKK, so you know that they are high quality. The zipper pulls have this nice reflective material on it. At the very bottom right here, it does have this large stash pocket. Now this next section, this is kind of where your admin section panel is. So when you unzip it, again, this is, I can fit my entire fist in there. You can, throw in a smaller or thinner camera in there. So it's got some good volume. Now at the very top right here, there are two horizontal pen holders, which you can slide your pen right through, and it does have this fairly long key leash. What else? There is a magnet that has this kind of thin compartment at the back, so if you had documents or anything like that, that would be a perfect place for that. On this one side right here, there's a stash pocket at the back right here, as well as one zippered mesh pocket for you to store any other smaller items. And then on this one other side right here, it just has another stash pocket for smaller items such as business cards or things like that. Now, the zippered compartment behind that, that's the expandability area. So when you unzip it, one other thing is I feel like they could improve is when you unzip it, it always catches on to this accessory loop. So you kind of have to zip around it. And it does the same thing on both sides. You kind of have to zip around it, so it's not a full seamless unzip. And then within that, there's another zipper. And this is kind of where you can expand the bag. So we'll unzip that. And in here, they have the everyday backpack, which I'll talk to about in a bit, or later on in this video. But in here, it's just one big voluminous space. So you can fit a jacket, clothing, anything fairly long. It's just one big open space. I really like it. Now, the whole idea of having this thinner, smaller bag is that, for example, if you're just getting onto the plane, this bag is gonna be too big to throw underneath the seat in front of you. So you're gonna throw this up top in the overhead, and then you're gonna take this with all of your essentials, which you can fit. It's got space for an iPad, your laptop, and a lot of different zippers. But again, I'll get into this a little bit later in the video, but a really, really cool feature that they've implemented. Now, let's jump off into the main compartment of the bag. So the main compartment is actually divided into three main sections. The middle zipper opens up like a clamshell, and you can actually access the other two compartments from either the top right here or from the inside. Let me show you. So let's unzip the clamshell first. And so this is where those two grab handles are going to be handy, because you can kind of open up the bag just like this. And oops. So on this compartment towards the front of the bag, it's got this mesh zippered panel right here. And so you can unzip it all the way. And you can, stash your clothes in there, whatever you guys want to. It also has all these accessory loops in there. So if you had accessory small travel pouches, you can totally secure them on there. Now, this is another kind of cool feature. Like there's just endless pockets and things like that. Initially, I thought this was just kind of one mesh, fabric piece. That's about it. But no, it's actually a zippered piece. So it's a pocket. So if you had dirty laundry or things that you just wanted to kind of keep organized or separated, you can throw stuff in here. Cool. And again, there's two ways that you can access it. One way, which I just showed you, and then the other way is at the top right here on the top zipper. Now looking onto the opposite side, this is the side towards the back. Now the one flap that you can unzip, opens up, and again, you got another area that you can pack your clothes into. The other cool thing about this is it has this padded sleeve. So this is where you're supposed to put your laptop or tablet or anything like that. It does fit up to a 16-inch laptop, which I've tried. And the one kind of thing that you may or may not like about this is that, you know, for you to actually access your laptop, you have to open up the top zipper and then this interior zipper. So it's almost like two zippers that you got to open to access your laptop. But I didn't find that it was a bad thing at all or anything. That it's just something to note. So now let's talk about this 15-liter everyday backpack. I think it's genius. I think it's what they've done is amazing. There are a few improvements though. So let's kind of dive into the features as well. So same fabric, same zippers. And right here at this front, you got this large stash pocket. So if you want to throw anything in there, you can. And at the top right here, there is a admin section. I really like this admin section or admin panel right here because there's so many different things. Again, it has room for 2 pens at the very top right here. It has this magnetic kind of sleeve at the back right here for, like, you know, would fit your boarding pass or anything. It has a elastic mesh pocket right here and a smaller, thinner sleeve right there. And overall, it's got some depth to it as well. So if you wanted to throw a small camera in there or a thinner camera, you totally can. Or your laptop chargers like that, yeah. And then on the opposite side, it does have a zippered compartment with a key leash as well, so you can store your smaller items or your valuables that you don't want to banging around in there right in there. Now, opening up the main compartment right here, this is kind of like where it gets a little bit cooler. You could fit your again, 16-inch laptop, and it does have this sleeve right here, so you can kind of stretch the sleeve over top of your laptop just so it can kind of protect the finish and it doesn't scratch it. And then it has another padded sleeve in front of it, and that's where you can put your tablet. It does have a small little pen or stylus little holder right here on this one side, and then on the opposite side it does have these accessory loops so you can attach different pouches or anything like that. Now this is 15 liters. It's not meant to be a big bag. It's just meant for you to, if you once you arrive at your destination, you leave your big travel backpack in your hotel room or anything like that, and you just grab this small little bag to go. It's big enough to kind of carry your essentials. The other cool thing is it does come with this water bottle pocket. So the water bottle pocket, you do need to clip it to one of the accessory loops on the outside right here, and you can clip it on either side, which is cool. The only one thing I didn't like about this was that, you know, you had to kind of build up your backpack. It would have been cool if they just already had some kind of water bottle pocket implemented into it, so then you didn't have to build it. But so yeah, that's essentially it. So now also on the back side. So on the back side, there is a sleeve right here, so you can throw in some thinner documents right into the back here. Now, the cool thing about these straps is you can wear it like a backpack style, or you can do one strap cross over it because these are all removable, so you can wear it like a sling, and you can also change the orientation so you can wear it on your left shoulder or your right shoulder. Now, the one thing that I feel like they need to improve on if they're going to make a newer version of this is that these straps are terrible. They're just very, very difficult to adjust, so that if they're loose, it's kind of difficult to cinch it up when you're on the go. And I feel like that's, or like, for example, if you're throwing on it and you have a jacket and you want to loosen the strap, same thing. It's just kind of not as simple as a traditional regular backpack strap where you can just easily just tug on the strap and boom. That would have been nice, and also having a sternum strap would have been nice as well, but that's just that will add cost. Okay, so here are my final thoughts. I think that this backpack right here, the version 2 travel backpack, is the closest to a perfect travel backpack that you will find that I have ever seen possible, just because it's so versatile. There's so many pockets, it's fairly comfortable. There's just so many things you can do with it, and I love how they've implemented that expandable feature, so you can throw in that backpack if you want to, or you could throw in another smaller bag or sling bag or something like that. I just really like how they've thought about that, and yeah, it's just overall, it's an amazing backpack. Now, it's not perfect though, because I've already mentioned there's a few things that could be improved, but version 3, maybe that will be the perfect one. Anyways, if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see me do more of these, please like and subscribe, and definitely don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Desy31.